But we had a really, really tough past week. And our plan, when we started to put this event together, our vision, the entire picture of what we saw moving forward with this organization included Congresswoman Stephanie Tubbs-Jones. She was going to be here on this stage with us today, and this is hard, so just work with me. I hope everyone had a chance to read a couple of quotes that we put on the program that we thought represented the spirit of Congresswoman Stephanie Tubbs-Jones. I want to just tell a quick story about when I first met her back in 1998. She had just been elected to Congress. I had a very blown-up title at the Democratic National Committee as the Director of Women's Outreach, having conversations with women members of Congress. I was naive and young, and those were really special moments, and I didn't get a lot of those moments. But I met this newly elected member from Ohio, the first African-American woman to represent Ohio in Congress. And I had my notes, and I had my plan, and I had everything I wanted to say to her about how she could get engaged in our outreach at the Democratic National Committee. And I was nervous, because these were big moments. And I remember that Stephanie walked into that room. First thing I noticed were her shoes. And we spent a lot of time, I know I see so many people from so many different states who spent a lot of time with Stephanie over the past year. You know, Stephanie always wore comfortable shoes. And she wore those comfortable shoes because the fight that she was engaged in and had been engaged in for her lifetime, she needed to be comfortable because she was always walking. She was always marching. She was kicking when necessary. And this woman who I met on that day and had those comfortable shoes on and walked into my office and extended her arms in the biggest hug and with the biggest smile I could ever have imagined. And in that 1 second, welcomed me into her world. And for 10 years, I had the opportunity to be mentored by her, to learn from her. But the last year, when she picked up the phone and with a nudge and an even bigger push, said, "You have to speak out for Senator Clinton. You see the path that she has already blazed for us and the path that I have decided to take, and we need your voice." There was no question.